Mandy, I know that your scholarship has ranged across a number of topics beyond our question of testimony in your work at Indiana Wesleyan University. And one of the areas that has been particularly important and drawn your interest has been the question of trauma. When one works with youth, sometimes there's almost a competitive, I suffered something worse than you did, and we're a little worried about being good ministers and listeners, but also a little worried about abetting adolescent melodrama. Yeah. You've given this some thought. What are your insights have you come up with?
There's such a temptation to label adolescents as drama queens or martyrs or this and that. I was on a youth group retreat, and we were in this beautiful retreat house, gorgeous house on the beach. And we were making room assignments. And I told 3 or 4 of the girls that they needed to take the room in the basement, and one of them just refused. And I'm rolling my eyes internally going, oh my goodness, come on, we're at this beautiful place, just go in the basement, you can hang out with your friends later. And in my head I'm thinking she's being a drama queen, that she's just acting this way because she wants to be with so-and-so and not the other person. Thankfully I bit my tongue. But it turns out she's had a traumatic experience in a basement, and for her to go down and sleep there for that evening would not be a wise situation for her. She had a hard time articulating that, but in my trauma studies, I've come to the conclusion that oftentimes it's best to assume trauma before drama. And I'll do that even in my classroom. So, every once in a while you get that student that's falling asleep in the back of class, and the temptation in me is to throw an eraser at them or ask them, you need to be showing up alert. But if I take that same philosophy and approach it from, maybe something's going on in this person's life. So when I'm confronting someone for sleeping in a class, I might ask the question, hey, I noticed you were asleep. Are you doing okay? Is something wrong? To assume that trauma before drama. And most of the time they say, oh no, I'm sorry, I just stayed up too late. But every once in a while, I'll get a response about just some horrific life circumstances going on. So to try to live in that gracious sphere of assuming trauma before drama, that perhaps there's something else going on here that is actually an opportunity for ministry here.